players determined to outplay them all. World titles are at stake, and the chance to share the pitch with one of the greatest players on the planet. Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 starts right now.
This area of Praia Grande, Brazil, is where a young Neymar Jr. learnt to outplay them all, charting his course to global superstardom. This community has been transformed by the Instituto Projeto Neymar Jr, a center offering educational and sporting programs for socially disadvantaged children. Today, the Instituto is alive with the rhythm of the samba and the rhythm of world-class football. And welcome to Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5. I'm Layla, and this is a culmination of a global search. 43 countries across 6 continents have earned their right to compete here to become champions of the greatest five-a-side competition on earth.
Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 is back. The five-a-side tournament that's a global celebration of football. From Kazakhstan to Mexico, Japan to Namibia, nearly 100,000 athletes from 42 countries competed in local and national qualifiers to earn their ticket to Brazil. And now the final challenge. The best teams in the world are in Neymar Jr.'s hometown. The teams that conquer all their opponents will be the new Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 world champion. And all of this electrifying action is being watched by Neymar Jr. himself. The show is on. It's time to play. Who will be the new Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 world champion?
This man doing his skills around me, if you don't already recognize him, is two-time world champion freestyler Sean Garnier. He's also on duty today with our commentary team, and he'll be coaching the Global Juniors 5 team. Now, Seon, our viewers join us at the knockout stages. Seon, if you could put the ball down for 1 second, please. Our viewers join us at the knockout stages. You've been here throughout the whole weekend. How's it been?
It was amazing to see all these ballers come together at this place in the Instituto. It's so meaning, so everything. I love the spirit. It's crazy.
The atmosphere, I'm sure you can see already, is really infectious, contagious and joyful. I want to ask you about the Junior Global 5 team. You're going to be coaching that team. What is that team? It's new from this year, and how do they come together?
So basically, we give the chance to everyone in the planet to participate in this tournament. They just have to upload online in Instagram a video with the hashtag how to play them all. We select the 7 best profile, bring them to Brazil, I coach them, and we had the chance to participate in this tournament. It was amazing.
Can't wait to watch them. Now, there's no one who knows technique and street football better than you. I need to ask you for your hot tips this weekend. With the men's team first, who do you think we should keep our eyes out for?
The men's team, for me, it will be Panama, because they are the full package, they are aggressive, they are technical, and they got charisma. But also the funny stories here, yesterday during the qualification time, half of the team go directly to the hotel, but they have one match left.
They nearly missed their qualifications.
Yes, but they came back at last minute and they made it to the semi-final.
Amazing. It will be good to see how they do. And how about with the women's teams? How will it be good to see them?
For the women's team, for me, my pick is USA. Obviously, they are strong, confident, and you know, the full 11 aside, they won the World Cup. So for them, it's like we have to follow this path. We are confident, we are USA, we're going to make it.
Now, we had a chat on the beach yesterday, Hard Life. We were talking about how this sport is such a different discipline that you almost called it a different sport. Tell me why.
It's because this game is different, because there is certain element who change the game. I will say it's the switch between defense and attack. When you lose the ball, you have to protect your goal straight away. And also how is important is the rebound, you know, because the ball can bounce on the wall and go directly to the goal. So you need to analyze the ball will never stop. So you need to take that in consideration. Yeah.
Sian, thank you so much. We'll be hearing much more from you over on the commentary booth I'll let you go to that now. And for you at home, as it is such a different discipline, we thought we'd remind you of the rules.
Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 requires a unique style of playing football. Each team has 5 players. The court is small and there's no goalkeeper. It's forbidden to step inside the box. It results in a penalty for the other team. If a team concedes a goal, it loses 1 player. Each match lasts up to 10 minutes or until a team scores 5 goals, eliminating all the opponents. If a match ends in a draw, it goes to a one-on-one battle. Set up your strategy, outplay them all, and become the new Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 World Champion.
So here we are at the center pitch of the Instituto Projeto Neymar Jr. in Praia Grande. The players coming out behind me. We are about to begin our first game. Just to give you an update of what we have coming up in the show, we have the 2 women's semi-finals, then the 2 mixed semi-finals, our finals for both divisions, and then we have 2 super finals. It's in those super finals that Neymar Jr.'s personal team will play, and that's what we're all excited about, and they will play the champions. We begin first with the women's first semi-final. It's USA versus Slovakia, and I'll throw over now to our commentary team, Mark Scott and Sean Garnier, for Let the Games Begin.
And welcome to the wonderful setting here at the Institute. There is so much excitement and anticipation in the air, but in the women's game, there was a bit of an upset sound because the favourites, Brazil, were knocked out in the group stage. Japan put on a real show here in Praia Grande. 9 teams that progressed through to the global national qualifiers played in the group stage at the World Finals. There was one group of 4, one group of 5, but I guess the real eye-catching thing was Japan.
Japan is like one of the favorites for sure. Where they're playing, it's like amazing because in defense they are really packed, they are really concentrated, and in offense they get any chance. They try to 100% every action they're going to place, you know. So they are really dangerous, and their tactic is like they try to bounce the ball against the wall and straight away score.
The USA team up against Slovakia in the first of our semi-finals here, and they have an interesting story because they have taken a real attitude that is to be proud of by driving 20 hours through the night from Dallas to Florida to be here and get through to the finals. This is Slovakia, who they're going to be up against. They beat Japan 5-0, lost to Italy 1-0, and then beat England 5-1 before a goalless draw against Brazil in the group stage to make it through here. Spartak Mayava is the name of their side. Here for the 2nd year running after winning the national tournament again. They came 3rd in 2018, so they have some real pedigree, don't they, Sam?
Yeah, for sure. Like you can say, Slovakia is like a team who have a style, and they know how to play. They are really confident. But what is funny is, like, in the group stage, everybody can win against anyone, you know. But when you arrive here in this pitch at the semi-final, it's a totally different game. It's all about mentality, you know, because you have the atmosphere, you have the pressure, you have the audience, and you need to take that in consideration.
Well, there you can see Japan against Canada is the 2nd semi-final coming up straight after this one. The action goes on throughout the day. We'll have, of course, the final here, and the prize for the winners is a super final where they face a star-studded team put together by Neymar Jr. himself, which includes 6 Brazilian national players as well. The 2nd edition then of the women's competition, and the first semi-final, United States of America against Slovakia. Sam, very quickly, who's favourites?
For me, the favourite is USA because they showcase more confidence, they are calm, they know what they do, and they're also really technical. So I think USA is the favourite. Japan is good as well, but let's see this game first and see how it goes.
Okay, so it will be Slovakia, who are in the blue bibs, who are set to get us underway. Just to recap the rules, as Leila was saying earlier, it's 10 minutes non-stop, no half-time, no interruptions, and every time a team scores, the opposition have to lose a player. It goes in order of bib number, that's how you decide it. If it's all square at the end of the 10 minutes, we, of course, go down to the one-on-one, which I think everyone is secretly hoping for.
I love it. I think this is the special moment of the game. I wish we can see that today.
The waiting is over, and the semi-final begins. Slovakia on the attack early on. America, who say that they are taking real inspiration from the Women's World Cup success very recently in France.
Look how straight away the USA take the ball and say calm, 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 because they want to play strategic, you see. They move the ball left to the right and they analyze how the opponent gonna react.
Very attacking start from the United States of America, but they could be caught out defensively, of course. Now, if the ball goes into that semicircle area, you're not allowed to go in. If it goes dead, then the referee will have a drop ball on the halfway line. Slovakia coming forwards, very open game early on.
Yeah, and be careful of this specific player of Slovakia, the one who is on the floor. She's really aggressive and she play every ball, and I think this is the key player for Slovakia, the number 5.
Yeah, Andrea Bogorova is the number 5 of Slovakia, the one that Sam was saying to keep an eye out for. Set pieces can be very difficult to defend, and there was nearly a cheeky finish from Silvia Smatanova there.
And look, every time they have the ball, USA, they try to go on the side. You see the spray in the field, you know, just to keep control and be clear on the possession.
Well, play on from the referee there, because there was certainly a foul. Slovakia getting plenty of numbers back behind the ball, looking to soak up the pressure from the United States of America.
So it's a real strategic game, you know. USA have the ball, as I predict. They just play left to the right and analyze the reaction. But see, Slovakia, they want to play the counter-attack. As soon as they get the ball, they're going to go for the goal.
Here for the second year running, after they finished 3rd in 2018. They say this year is going to be different, but they know it's a huge challenge that awaits them.
That's a little bit of pressure, you know, when you don't know what to do with the ball, sometimes you do wrong shots. Obviously, these have no consequences on the game, but sometimes if you lose the ball at this moment, it can be directly a goal against you.
USA lost 1-0 to Canada in their first group game, then 4-0 winners over France and 5-1 against Tunisia. So plenty of goals in the side. But at the moment, Slovakia are doing a good job of keeping them at bay. Haven't seen too much action tight in the corners, where sometimes in the mixed games you get some real aggressive
step
play.
over, did you see that? Oh, no, that's really cool. Did you see the step over?
Wonderful piece of skill there. First real bit of sort of showboating that we've seen in this semi-final.
Yeah, exactly. We had to wait almost 3 minutes to see that, but it's normal, you know, I told you the pressure, because there is a lot of crowd, so maybe they're not used to play in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, it is a bumper crowd that are here today. Beautiful conditions as well. It is set up for some super play, as they all try to outplay them all. Remember, you can use the hashtag to get in touch with us as well. Outplay them all. And now the one to use.
Now is the key moment, you know, because every team know how to the other play, you know, and like, yeah, I told you, I knew. It's the key moment. It's always like this. You have 3 minutes of observation, and after 3 minutes something happens. It's almost like that every game. So Slovakia take it, one occasion, one goal.
Well, as is the rules, that means that the USA have to lose a player, and so often the first goal is crucial, because when you have that numerical advantage, it's very difficult to get back into the game.
For sure, but what I also analyze is like when you are 4 on the pitch, you have to move more, and sometimes you create more chaos for the other team. So let's see if USA can use this a bit of disadvantage as an advantage.
Well, they conceded 1 goal against Canada, and that was enough for Canada to beat them in their opening group stage game. So they obviously struggled when they did concede first in that one, and they're going to have to come from behind in this game too, as we approach almost the halfway point. No half-time in this game. We go all the way through for the entire 10 minutes, unless a team scores 5 goals before that 10-minute period is up. What do the USA do now, Sam? How do you adjust when you lose a player?
I think, first of all, you need to move a lot, you know, in order to show to the team you are confident to play, and also use this kind of ball. This is exactly what you need to do. Bounce the ball against the wall and try to get the rebound. That's the most difficult things to do, but if you do it well, you can score a goal easy.
You said that predicting where the rebound off the wall goes could really make a difference to a team. If you're in the right place to react, that can help you overcome anyone.
Yeah, exactly. I think 50% of the goal come from the fact the ball's bounce on the wall, and after the team get it back and score, you know. But I'm really surprised by some players use clit on the field, you know, because it looks like it's a street football competition, and sometimes clit is harder to put your soul on the ball, you know. So I'm really surprised by that.
Free kick here, bit of a dispute between the two players, but the referee has awarded a free kick for Slovakia, protesting that the USA aren't far enough back. So there we get the looped ball forward once again, and United States of America build from the back. So we've played 5 minutes beyond the halfway point. Tight game, just the 1 goal so far. We have seen a number of 0-0 draws and the old 1-0 victory as well, on top of some of the 5-goal thumpings that have been dished out. This certainly going the more cagey route, although that was a very good opportunity and good defending from Slovakia, but then a missed opportunity for the United States of America. 2 close calls for the USA, and now the free kick awarded to the States, taken quickly. Chance for the goal, no, the referee's brought it back. Well, I thought that was very clever play there to take the free kick quickly.
I think that's what we need to do, but the referee has to decide. He's the man on the pitch, you know.
So they go again, and plenty of Slovakian players blocking the route to goal. Not allowed to use your hands, not allowed in that semicircle, but you can, of course,
nice.
get bodies back. That's a beautiful piece of skill. But USA had someone back in the right place.
Yeah, USA play well, even if they are 1 player less on the pitch. They are playing well, and they might score a goal, I think.
Okay, here come Slovakia then with the numerical advantage, and a pot shot from distance there, which...
Did you see that?
That was wonderful.
Nutmeg,
I
love it.
Well, she's still on the go here as well, but then runs into traffic, and now this could be trouble. Oh, that might be the decisive goal. Slovakia now 2 goals up, and of course that means they have 2 extra players. It's going to be very, very difficult for the USA now.
I think it's going to be so hard. I never see one team win after 2-0. So let's see what's happened. USA have a little chance, but it's almost impossible at this stage.
Well, Slovakia not looking to just sit on their lead here. They're trying to completely kill off the States, but that is a lovely piece of play. We've seen some wonderful dribbling from the United States of America. But despite the fact they've had the best tricks and skills, they're the team that are losing.
Yeah, counter-attack is always the key, you know. It's a way to win the game, and Slovakia understand that. They play as a weapon, they go back, they defend, and as soon as they get the ball, they go counter-attack.
Well, here come the USA. Again, they need a goal soon. Only just under 3 minutes left to play.
And do you see the tactic now, what they do? The Slovakia, now she comes back, but at the beginning she stay on the front. In case USA lose the ball, it's a counter-attack directly.
Yeah. And it will be an open goal. And they've gone for it from distance there, and the USA get lucky. That would have definitely been curtains. As it is, they have a very small chance, but with only 2 minutes left to play, 2 goals needed and 2 fewer players, they'll take something special like that shot from distance. But again, Slovakia will just have enough players back.
Exactly, and that's the experience, how you play. If you keep the ball, it's maybe better, but it's fair play to see them trying to score, because it's better for the show, it's better for the audience, instead of just keeping the ball on the side. And it's another nutmeg. I think USA, if there is a nutmeg competition, USA in the front.
Oh, but that will be it now. That is 3-0 Slovakia. Game over. They got to the semi-finals in 2018, and Spartak Majava are going to go into the final this year as well, because they have gone 3-0 up against the United States of America.
Imagine USA come back. It's going to be incredible, but I think it's almost impossible. At that stage, all the team give up, and it's almost a free goal, so you will see the end.
Well, they drove 20 hours through the night from Dallas to Florida to win their national final, the United States. This is going to be too big a distance for them to drive today, though, to get back into the game. 4-0 now, and you've got to feel sorry for the one player that's left here. You don't want to be out there on the pitch when you're playing against 5 opponents.
To be really honest with you, I would love to be in this situation. I love to be 1 against 5 players.
Well, that really is outplay them all, isn't it? If you can manage to get through the team of 5 players there. But Slovakia now just looking to complete the 5-0 victory. We see it so often when a team go a few goals up because of the numerical advantage. They generally do win by 5 goals to 0, and this time the chance is missed. So that will be a bounce ball on the halfway line, but we're just going through the motions now. Slovakia are going to go through to the final. The second semi-final is Japan against Canada. That will be coming up for you very, very shortly. But Slovakia really enjoying themselves in the sunshine. And this, well, again, I was going to say was going to be the 5th goal, but you have to admire the fighting spirit of the one United States player left.
I like it. Sometimes team give up, but she's trying to fight till the end, but unfortunately it's the end. Well done, USA, and congrats to Slovakia.
Slovakia have knocked out Mendoza Dallas, the USA team. Bit of an upset there because the US were fancied by many to go all the way, but they are out, beaten 5-0 by Slovakia. And again, was it sound? Just the case of that first goal proving crucial, because then the balance completely switched.
Yeah, we just understand counter-attack is the most important, and Slovakia, I think it's their strongest point. They wait till the moment they get back the ball and go straight away into it. And I told you, after 3 minutes of the game, that's a crucial moment.
Well, there you go. These are the highlights that you can see. Celebrations for the Slovakians, who were clinical when they had their opportunities. The United States of America did have a couple of good chances when it was only 1-0, but they didn't take them, and they paid the price because Slovakia made the most of pretty much all of their opportunities. Missed a few late on, but by then the game was safe and it didn't really matter. So a 5-0 win to kick off the semi-finals here in Praia Grande today. Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5, the women's semi-finals coming up. After the women's semi-finals, we have got the men's semis as well. But let's have a look at the two teams that are playing later on today. So Canada, Ana Cardaredio is an interesting one because her family are actually Brazilian. They all speak Portuguese as well. They moved to Canada 30 years ago. She is Canadian, but she definitely has a special feeling being here at this particular venue.
Yeah, for sure. Like when you have another binationality, it's the case in France. We have a lot of people with a binationality. It's always special when you come to where your parents come from. It's going to be a blessing for her, I think.
And they also have another player who plays for the Canadian under-17 side. So the Japan side, here we go. You can see that they are full of attacking flair because they won 5-1 against Brazil, 5-1 against Italy, and 5-0 against England. Very, very impressive in the group stage. And also, they say, going back to what you were talking about earlier, they like to play off the wall with the rebounds because they can be really creative. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's how you adapt your game, your football or futsal skill to the Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5, because there is a wall, so you have to use it anyway. And I see Japan, even the men were using this element, so let's see how it goes.
And also the Canadian team, they're all teammates from a futsal club, which is helpful because if you don't know, you play with a size 4 futsal ball at this particular championship.
Yeah, so actually futsal ball allowed to create more shows in the game. Why? Because the ball not go out of the field so often, and also when you receive a strong pass, you can control easier the ball. So it's cleaner, like you see the ball moving faster, so it's the best choose, I think, for the ball.
Okay, so we're almost good to go then. Slovakia awaiting the winners of this semi-final between Cienza of Japan and Extreme ADR of Canada. Extreme ADR, they changed their name actually from the previous one of Vamos FC to Extreme ADR. They won the Quebec Futsal Cup. The Quebec Futsal Cup victors, which means that they have tasted success. They didn't have to actually beat anybody in the national qualifiers. They were the only team, so their first games in this particular Neymar Juniors 5 competition came here in Praia Grande. So the fact they've got through to the semi-finals despite not having much practice in this type of football shows that they've got real quality.
Yeah, for sure, like adaptation is a strong point, but sometimes when you play with free spirit, it's even better because you don't plan too much and you play with your heart, and it's a good quality in Neymar 5 because 10 minutes it looks short, but it's really intensive, so you need to play with your heart to give you 100%.
So, taken long then by Japan, who, as I mentioned, were absolutely full of goals in the group stage. They lost 5-0 to Slovakia, who we saw earlier on. Could be a rematch of that group stage game in the finals, but after that, 5-1 victors over Brazil, 5-1 over Italy, 5-0 against England. So they are certainly a team to watch, and many dark horses for this particular competition. Here they are on the attack now, and this already looks like it might be a bit more of a physical game than the last semi-final.
Yeah, because we consider Japanese more technical, but actually they put a lot of pressure on the field. You know, look how they press. They are already in their half size of the pitch, so they press every ball, so it's harder to play actually.
So, still goalless at the moment, and Canada pushing and probing and trying to find a way through, but good pressing from the Japanese side at the moment. Down the line it goes to Melissa Busquet. But she's lost out, and now defending to be done for the Japanese side. And sliding tackle there. Don't see too many of those in this particular competition.
Nah, it's okay, people respect, but still, when it's a crucial situation, I don't think someone can not tackle to save his goal.
Japan have the ball in the promising area. That looked like a foul, and indeed a free kick has been awarded there. Foul by Karima Hoge. So Japan free kick, and over it is Nakagai.
And once again, they try to play in the air, which is the element of Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s style in free kick. Most of the team tries it. They put the ball in the air to be able to get the rebound, or maybe do a header to score a goal.
Well, it is interesting that Japan spoke specifically about wanting to use the rebound, but they might not need to use the rebound here. What a chance this is. Good move. Great defending. That is magnificent.
Nice tackle. She came back at the right moment with a spirit, get the tackle down.
So no goals so far, with a quarter of the game gone. That's a foul and a free kick.
And now is the crucial moment. 3 minutes left, 3 minutes already, and I see something's gonna happen for sure.
Oh, you can hear fans singing Canada at the moment. They seem to have the backing of the supporters. It is a full house here. Crackling atmosphere.
One-on-one, look. She wants to dribble. She got her. Nice move, I love it.
Tight angle to work with, but they used the rebound nicely there and nearly managed to find a way through. It's so important to utilize the walls.
And you know, in football, we often say we got to have the second brief, you know, to brief more, and that's the moment, you know, everybody like is kind of suffer but because it's really hot and stuff like that. So actually they just managed to get that brief back and maybe do a better action. Look at this.
And they've again been patient and worked that neatly. This is a real chance. Canada had just enough bodies back there, and then the rebound. Oh, it's gone in. But it's going to be a bounce ball, so they've got away with that one.
I don't see if the referee saw it, but I think the Canada woman put her feet in the zone. I'm not sure, but
well, the ball went in as well, but no goal, the award. So Canada may be getting a bit of a life there with that one. Nearly at the halfway stage and still no goals. It's not been a cagey game, but both defences have been on top.
There's going to be small details to make the difference for sure. Oh, nice,
lovely
nice
dummy,
move.
Lovely dummy.
Oh, it was so nice the way she played. Leave the ball for someone else.
The player goes to ground there. There's no foul. And
oh, nice.
Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Didn't seem like there was much of a gap there to exploit, but she did it brilliantly, and Japan strike first in this semi-final.
Small detail, she saw the ball, she took the chance, left foot, inside of the foot, bang to the goal, amazing.
You don't see too many goals scored from long range. Normally it's quick passing, they create the space, and then they have an open goal for a teammate, but that time it was just a pot shot.
Yeah, you see all the action was pretty close, so you had to do something different, and she got the inspiration and she did it. Nice.
Here's Fournier for Canada, looking to get back into it. They've lost a player, of course, because if you concede the first goal, then you have to lose one of your players, which makes it extra difficult. Japan with defending to be done over on that far side, and the foul is committed by Imamura. But the referee actually decided there was no foul, and well,
oh,
got this stalemate
Look
here at the moment.
That's a nice defense.
Haven't seen that before.
Me too. But it's special here, so... Oh, la, 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 la.
Wow, that was a strong challenge, but the referee didn't see any foul forthcoming there. I think me and you were both groaning, weren't we?
Yeah, I was scared for her. Like, it's a crazy tackle, but she's still in life. Look at her.
So, Japan with the advantage over the halfway point of the game. And they are looking to exploit the extra space, and they come so close to the second, not once, but twice, and 3 times. Well, how costly will those misses prove to be?
And it's a penalty kick because the number 2, I think, from Canada went to the zone, so it's a penalty.
Oh, right. Well, I don't think Canada are aware of that at the moment.
Ah, it's middle?
So
yeah,
it's
it's penalty. It's penalty.
Yeah. So he's telling the Canadian players. So this is what happens if you go into the area, into your own area. The opposing team get a penalty which is taken from the halfway line, as you can see, and there's nobody blocking off. So all you've got to do is make sure you hit the target. So for the quality of the players we've got on show, this should be a guaranteed goal.
Left foot
And it
goal.
is. Very coolly done indeed. Rolled into the back of the net by Nana Kojima.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier Canada is a futsal team, right?
Yes.
And
yeah.
I think Japan as well, for two reasons. The way they play, and also they all got futsal shoes, which is a really good indicator for saying is this team used to play with futsal.
All of the Canadian squad are teammates from a futsal club. They actually won the Quebec Futsal Cup before coming here, so they are very talented in that particular form of the game, but it's not helped them today because they are 2-0 down with only a touch under 3 minutes left to play in this semi-final at Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5.
Oh, nice press.
Well, that was a good squeeze, but now they could be caught out because it's 3-on-1. Get away with it again, though, Canada.
Nice defense. They have the spirit. I love this, you know, even if you lose 2-0, you keep fighting, and that's the right thing to do.
Oh, this could be a third. Lovely little dummy again.
Oh, la, la,
oh beautiful.
again.
That is beautiful. They are so good when it comes to the quick interplay. They seem to be telepathic in knowing who's going to be in what position.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm saying it's a futsal team, because that's what you work in futsal, how to finish the action and always have a quick thinking between the shoot or the pass. So Japan make it work.
Well, again, a bit like the first semi-final, it looks like it's going to end in a comfortable victory for one of the teams. Cienza of Japan edging towards reaching the final. They made it to the semis here in Brazil in 2018, but they're going to go one better this time around and go through to the final showdown. Unless Canada can pull off something absolutely remarkable, it would be the biggest comeback surely in the history of Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 if Canada could somehow get back into this one. You can't see it happening, though.
I would love to see that, you know. Like 2v5 and you come back 2v2 and you win the game. It's going to be amazing.
Well, it would set a new benchmark for outplaying them all. That's a foul, and it's going to be a free kick for Canada. They need to get on with it, though, because the clock is ticking down. 3 goals in the space of a minute is a bit of a minor miracle if they can somehow conjure that up from here. But it looks as though it is going to be Japan against Slovakia in the final. And when those two teams met in the group stage, Slovakia won by 5-0. So maybe psychologically that will come into it when they play each other in the final. Confirmation coming very shortly that it is going to be those two contesting the final and having the chance to, of course, play against a star-studded side in the super final, which is selected by Neymar Jr. himself. And effort from the angle goes just wide, and Japan going through the motions now. Very, very impressive. They took people by surprise by topping their group, including that thumping 5-1 victory over the favourites Brazil, and they make it 4 now, and they keep on going. It's another heavy scoreline for them. And they've scored 19 goals in their last 4 games now.
Yeah, they are really offensive, and something like she just scored with the right foot, and before she scored with the left foot. So that means she's pretty confident to use both feet, and it's really crucial because you not get a lot of chance in Neymar 5. At sometimes the ball might be in front of your weakest foot, so you need to have to take this chance. And I can see Japan, they are no fear to use both feet.
And that's it, it's full time. It's a very comfortable victory in the end for Japan. So Japan against Slovakia will be the final in the women's competition here at Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5. And handshakes between the two sets of players there. But based on what you've seen so far, Japan or Slovakia, who do you fancy in the final?
I prefer, to be honest, Japan way to play because they are strong in defense, but at the same time, offensively, they are so clean, so sharp. So I like it. But I think Slovakia is they're playing Eastern style, you know, like they are defensive, they are really physical, and every action is like a goal for them. So let's see what's happened, but I go for Japan.
So that's the women's semi-finals taken care of. Next up, it'll be the mixed teams. They were playing in the round of 16 earlier on today. We had all the group stages yesterday, and first up we're going to take a look at the Panama side. I know Panama are a team that you earmarked as being very good. I saw them play England earlier on in the round of 16, and England have been playing very well, but Panama wiped the floor with them.
Yeah, it's my favorite team, to be honest, since the beginning. The way they play, they are really strong, they are technical, and they get as well the charisma, which is really important, I think, in this game.
Yeah, from the moment they found out that Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 was making its way back to Panama, the Hippie FC team decided to participate. They want to demonstrate how far they can go as friends, because they won the tickets to Brazil in a very good 1-against-1 game. So if it goes all the way through to that stage, they've got the experience to do the business.
Exactly. So they're used to that. And in front of them there is Spain, right?
Yeah.
And Spain is really funny because they are also talented. I played against one guy one-on-one in the hotel, in the lobby earlier on during the first day, and he's really talented. He got the skills and he can make the difference at any moment of the game.
Great story as well for Spain, because a lot of them have never been to a big city before. They've certainly never been to Brazil before, so this isn't just about the football for them, it's about the opportunity to explore the world and come to such a wonderful setting, and of course maybe get the chance to meet Neymar as well. I mean, for them this is a really big deal.
You know, for me it reminds me when I've been the freestyle world champion back in the days 10 years ago. You know, it was my first travel. I went to Brazil, the football place, you know, and I won my world first championship, so I can feel what they can feel if they win the game and they meet Neymar.
Okay, so Spain in the red to get us underway against Panama. You would probably make Panama favourites for this one.
Yeah, Panama is my favorite team, but be careful of Spain because they play a clean football. They are also a futsal team, so you see it directly, the pass is really clean, really strong, the control with the soul, boom, and they analyze any situation, so let's see what's happened.
So Spain have had possession from kickoff, and as we've got used to seeing from the Spanish national sides over the years in the 11-a-side game, they do enjoy keeping the ball for as long as possible and pushing and probing and forensically analysing the opposition before finding a way through. No way through there though, and Panama very quick in the transition. That's a foul as well. Or is that a dive? Well, I think he's given it the other way.
I think he touched his feet for sure, but he took the ball, so it's up to the referee. Oh, counter-attack directly, it can be crucial. They are not waiting, you need to be concentrated and not wait 1 minute. Oh, the key player of Panama have to go out. That's a big thing, I think. He's the key player.
Well, he's in all sorts of problems. You can't see it on your screen at the moment, but he is lying on the ground and is clutching his ankle. So it doesn't look as though he's going to be able to play any further part. He is receiving some attention now, but as Sam was saying, huge blow that for Panama. He is a key man for them. Can Spain exploit that? 0-0 with a minute and a half gone. Spain have had more of the ball, but haven't really given Panama any cause for concern. Panama coming forwards now. Now this is a chance. Oh, that was a lovely little step over, but the finish just let him down. Spain now looking to come on the counter. Good strong challenge that though. And he's certainly a good strong player. No foul there. Tackles flying in. This has certainly been a physical battle.
Yeah, it will be. Panama got a strong spirit. I don't know if you know yesterday the story. Half of the team left to the hotel, and they had to come back to get their last game to be qualified. So they have gone. They have this spirit to be strong on the game. So it's nice. But Spain, they seems to be the favorite actually because they have the ball.
Well, the Spanish side said representing Spain is so meaningful for them. They have so much pride, and playing in Brazil is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. As I say, vast majority of them have never been to a big city before. They got through to the national finals, which were played in Madrid, so this really is such a big deal for them.
Oh, what a tackle. They are not joking with that. Every ball is important.
Well, yeah, if you had any doubt about how much this means, I mean, it is being played like a real semi-final in any type of competition.
The Spain guy talked to the referee to try to say the tackle was a fault.
Well, at the moment, the game is being played almost exclusively in the Panama half, and if it goes on like this, you can only see one winner, because it'll just be a matter of time before Spain find a way through. That pass wasn't ideal, though, and Panama quickly into the challenge. Both teams certainly fond of making a powerful tackle.
Yeah, true. But I think counter-attack will be the key. Panama can score in 1 second with counter-attack. They are pretty fast and they know the deal.
So Panama now with a chance to quickly come away in transition. This is where games are won and lost. That was a good ball in, but a good piece of defending. Not once, but twice. A slide tackle that managed to block the ball. I saw in one of the games the other day, someone actually did a sliding header tackle to get the ball. I've never seen that before.
Oh, I would love to see this footage. And also you can see the cameraman on the side. They are into the game because every time the ball came to them, they tried to give it back straight away. It's funny how everybody is involved to the Neymar Juniors 5.
So here we go then with
So this is the player I play against with.
Yeah.
Like he's really good in one-on-one, so he can make the difference at any moment.
At the moment, though, there doesn't seem to be too much space, does there? The game is quite congested, so it needs a player to use a bit of one-on-one skill to create some room.
Yeah, you need to be unpredictable, so sometimes you need to dribble, sometimes you need to pass. Basically, you have to switch your game all the time.
Spain, again, dominating possession. We haven't got the statistics, but I'd say that they've probably had about 70-75% of the ball. Haven't been able to do anything too destructive with it as yet, though, with almost half of the game gone. So credit to Panama for the shape that they're getting into and the positioning, although that did allow a turn and a shot that was off target. And again, that one goes wide as well. In this kind of game, you feel that it will be small details, and if one side can hit the target from long range, it could prove to be the decisive goal.
Nice from Panama. They will show they can play as well. Look at this pass, they cross the line. Really nice one-on-one situation. Oh, nice move.
And he just ran out of space in the end. It was a good pirouette to start off with, but Spain now coming forwards.
It was the Zidane roulette, dédicace to Zidane. And I don't know if you know it, but you know, it seems Spain seems to be a futsal team. And in futsal, there is a special strategy called the power play, when you play 5 guys and no goalkeeper. And they use these tactics. So obviously in Neymar 5, you don't have the goalkeeper, but they play with the same kind of strategy. So it's a bit of advantage. They know what they do when they play in the half court of Panama.
And there we go for the lobbed finish. We've seen that a few times, mainly from free kicks, because obviously players can't go into the semi-finals. So if you can get that lob absolutely spot on and beyond the leap of the player, then you will find the ball in the back of the net. But Spain, again, with the ball. It's a very tight and cagey game. Less than 4 minutes left to go now, and we're starting to wonder if we might get a one-on-one, which secretly everyone, I think, is hoping to see. If it's all square at the end of the 10 minutes, then that's what we get. As another long-range hit comes in, but again, Spain have a player in the right place.
So what they're going to try to do, Spain, is to find the man in the middle, exactly what they do like that, to be able to keep the ball and pass to the side and score. And actually, the guy in Spain, the last man, is blocking every single shot of Panama. He seems a bit injured, but he keeps doing it. Ooh. Okay, Spain still have the ball. It's a bit of confusion. Panama get it?
Well, Spain now coming away on the counter-attack. They've got a man to the left and one to the right, but Panama, again, very quick at getting players back. Referee says get on with it, no foul there.
It was a nutmeg, it was beautiful. I think it was a fault. You have to get it.
Well, this is the time where heroes are made. 3 minutes left to go, and given how tight this game is, you feel one goal will be crucial.
Yeah, for sure. The first goal will give the win, I think.
And here comes Spain on the attack.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was great defending. Players in the area. Referee says it's fine, though.
Okay.
Bit of a let-off. Maybe it's because when he played the ball, he was outside and he fell into the area.
Yeah. So I like this. Fair enough.
Well, this is
everybody
real
is
tension
really
now,
tired now.
The bounce. Spain have the opening goal, and that could be the goal that sends them into the final as well. Celebrations for the Spanish. Panama up against it now. They only have 2.5 minutes to try and find a goal, and they will have a player less because every goal that is scored means the opposition have to lose a player.
It's going to be really tough now for Panama, but they can make it. They have the spirit for it. They already did that previously in the qualification, so let's see what's happened.
So Panama need to find a way through. Spain with everybody back defending. They're not bothering to go forwards now. They are just protecting this lead.
Yes, they want to not concede any goal. So it's a right strategy to do because you can have the counter-attack and score.
That was a nice dummy, but they need to get the ball further forwards. There's no point doing tricks and flicks when you're inside your own half, especially when you give the ball away like that, and that could be costly. Another Spain goal and it's all over, but that is a long way off target.
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, I prefer someone who takes his time to attack and make the right choice by rushing and trying to do move. You're going to get counter-attack directly and you're going to concede a goal. So, PANAMA, they have 1 minute and a half, and 1 minute and a half in this kind of game is a long time.
Well, that effort was well off target. Maybe he was looking for the rebound off the wall. Oh, that's a lovely run, and surely this is going to be 2-0. It is! Spain are going through to the final. They've cut through Panama and lead by 2-0.
Yeah. And it's funny because every time they score, they say, "Vamos!" And I love it. And you can see that in every single Spain team. Futsal, football, it's all the time the same.
A young team from Castellón in Spain, after winning in the qualifying for Valencia and the incredible experience that meant going to Madrid to play in the national final, they are now doing the business in Brazil, and they are within touching distance now of a place in the final. Remarkable story this for Spain, and they're looking to add further gloss to the scoreline now as well, but they're just going to play it clever and see out the remaining 30 seconds or so.
He's going to do his skills. Oh la la.
Oh, was there a player in the area? There was. It's a penalty, and Spain will have a chance to make it 3-0. The referee this time deciding that the player was in the wrong position.
Yeah, obviously it was the case.
So this should be a goal. Shouldn't really miss, given the quality of the players, and that's straight down the middle, bang
really
on
clean.
target.
Confidence, straight to the net. I love it.
Well, that is the final act of the game as well. It finishes 3-0, Spain into the final. This the third goal, and that was a very impressive performance against the Panama side that are extremely talented as well.
Yeah, Panama was really good, but Spain got the possession, they played their football, and they analyzed, they were strong, they were waiting for the right moment, they got the rebound, the most important stuff in this game, the rebound, and obviously they win.
So Spain can celebrate in the sunshine here in Praia Grande, and we await the second of the semi-finals to take place. Here is a look back at some of the highlights, though, Sam.
Yeah, so nice dribble, nice control, take his time, no panicking. Look, that's nutmeg, it was amazing. And look, the rebound, goal. So every time you have the chance to kick the ball into the net, just do it, because even if you miss it, it might be a pass for someone else to score for you.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the next semi-final. Romania in action against Hungary, and this is going to be a very interesting game because historically there's a big rivalry between Romania and Hungary in all sports, especially in football. Here is a look at Romania and their progress through to the semi-finals of the competition. What have you made of them so far, Sayan?
Yeah, it's going to be a totally different game. I know in Romania, you know, they play a lot of 5-a-side, 7-a-side game, you know, and in Hungary, they have a futsal team. So let's see how the team play. I think Romania got the experience. You know, I see them during the qualification. They lost some game, they win some game. They are really strong. There is this big dude, you know, really experienced, who is like really strong with the ball. And the Hungarian team seems pretty confident. So I'm really curious about this game.
Yeah, as I say, there is a big grudge between Hungary and Romania, which might add a bit of extra edge to this one. Tau United, the Romanians, were actually second in their national final this year in Romania, defeated by ABC United, but ABC were disqualified, which meant Tau had a chance, which they've really taken, and they are into the semi-finals. They're in the yellow bibs, the Romanian side, and they have an early chance here. Hungary had just enough bodies back there. But as you say, it does seem to be a totally different game. Already a lot more space present than we saw in the game between Panama and Spain.
Yeah, Hungary pressed a little bit more than Panama. Obviously, they leave the ball for Romania. But yeah, they are pretty much doing the pressure on the ball, so it's really affecting your game, because when you have someone in front of you who always like try to take the ball, it's a different mind. You know, you need to cover, you are not really confident, so it's a good strategy, I think.
That looked like a foul, and indeed it is. Referee quick to blow on that occasion.
First real possession of Hungary, so let's see how they move the ball and how confident they are.
Have obviously seen a Romanian team win the mixed title in the past before. It's not the same team as we've got today, but they'll take heart from the fact that a Romanian side has come all the way and won the competition.
They have these funny guys on the top, you know, the number 2, I think. He's really funny all the time, and he plays every ball.
Here he is at the moment as well, just trying to get involved, but all the way back, and Romania will build from the back once again. Patient play, but then the misplaced pass means that Hungary have an opportunity to come forwards here on his own for now. Goes for the ball through the legs, which he managed to pull off, but his teammate not quite in the right position.
Nice pass. He was trying to shoot first, then you see there is no angle, so he was trying to pass between the leg of the opponent, which is a good strategy.
Well, a couple of the players also did play in the 2017 World Finals. Oh! What a mistake that from Romania, and it's been punished by Hungary, who have the early goal. Haven't seen one of those for a long time.
I told you Hungary was pressure all the time. You know, they see if the guy is confident with the ball, and straight away they go to the ball to try to have the mistake of the opponent, and that was the case straight away, and goal, bang.
Well, horrible mistake there from Konstantin Ion, which was punished, and Hungary have the lead. And, as we've seen so often, the team that scores the first goal generally does go on and win the match. So you have to make Hungary strong favourites now, and they're looking for a second that would put them in absolute control, and that finish somewhat off target.
I'm really surprised by the Romanian guys stay on the front, but it might be a strategy for them, or maybe he's tired. Let's see.
Yeah, that could also be a factor, of course. No way past the Hungarian backline there. That's a good turn, but not a great hit, and he fell after losing his balance, but that wasn't far away from the leveller. Well, Romania coming back strongly. They have a player less, of course, after conceding that first goal, and now they could be in trouble because Hungary have got so many numbers forwards here, and that is the second goal, and Hungary now are closing in on a final against Spain.
And that was the key. You see him, he didn't rush. He was really slow. Why? Because he were waiting the two other guys to be in front of the goal, to have the right choice at the right moment.
Well, most of the team are university students at the Technical University and play futsal together at uni, the Hungarian side, and perhaps that is helping them today, as you mentioned about the Spain team in the other semi-final.
Yeah, for sure, futsal is a good it's a good stuff for you to be able to perform well in this Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5 tournament, because you know how to defend, you know how to attack, you know how to press. It's a lot of elements come from futsal in this tournament.
Yeah, been playing for 4 years together. They were knocked out by Argentina in the round of 16. They've scored another, and they are waltzing their way into the final. Romania are being ruined right now.
Yeah, I think, yeah, they don't fight till the last minute, so it's going to be to Hungary.
I think that the sort of tone of the game was set by the way that they conceded that first goal, because it came from such a silly mistake, and ever since then their spirit seems to have been affected.
Exactly. They were all looking to the guy who made the mistake, and actually it affected their confidence.
Well, they're just toying with them here, and they have the fourth goal now.
And I'm sure at the end he will leave the ball for the other one. I'm sure he's going to do it. He seems he don't want to play anymore. He wants to go out.
Maybe you should go out there, because you'd love to come on now and try and outplay them all.
Yeah, I would love to be. And I will ask you to film me.
Yeah, there we go. He's given the ball to them. They've given the ball back to him, and he's basically said, that'll do. No more punishment is needed. There is the fifth goal, and it is Romania who go out. Hungary march on 5-0 against Romania, and given that there is this big sporting rivalry between the two nations, Hungary will certainly have enjoyed that. So Hungary against Spain is going to be the final in the mixed event. Given what you've seen from the semi-finals, who is your money on in that?
I think the favorite is Spain because they play really clean. They make incredible pass control, and I think Hungary will defend pretty much in the same way. So Spain's going to have the ball, but you see one mistake and it's over. So you have to be strong mentally and make the right shot every time.
Okay, thanks very much, Sam. Let's go to Layla now, who's down pitch side.
And so there you have it. We now have our world finalists ready. We are also awaiting the imminent arrival. In fact, it could be the perfect timing. I think you can hear now, I don't know if we can see it, his helicopter coming overhead right as I speak. Couldn't be the perfect timing, emblazoned with his initial Neymar Jr. coming up shortly after this break. Stick with us. This is Neymar Jr.'s 5. Do you want me to stall things? Welcome back to Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5, coming to you live from Praia Grande. We are awaiting the imminent arrival of the man himself, PSG's number 10, Neymar Jr. Bear with us, he will be here shortly. For now, I'm throwing you over to our commentary team to give you an update on who is in our World Finals.
Thanks very much indeed, Layla. Yes, we are waiting for the main man himself, Neymar Jr., to arrive, but we have seen some wonderful skills already, Sam, that I'm sure the man himself, Neymar, would have been happy with. For what you've seen at the moment, what have been the tactics that you reckon are helping sides get through to the final?
I think, first of all, you need to be really strong in defense. That's the key. You know, you can't leave your goal like that. That's the first thing. But when you get the ball, you need to analyze if the team is pressing you, so that's where you need to move. And if the team don't press you, you need to just roll the ball till you find a solution to score.
Let's have a look at the women's setup at the moment. Then a heavy win for Slovakia, and Japan also very comfortable against Canada. Slovakia won by the bigger scoreline. Do you make them the bigger favourites for that game against Japan?
No, for me, the favorite is Japan because they got the complete package. They can defend, they can attack, they have special players. So let's see, Japan is the favorite, but Slovakia could be the winner.
And obviously, I mentioned earlier on in the commentary that Slovakia beat Japan 5-0 when they played each other in the group stage game. Let's go to Layla because we have the man himself ready.
You can sense the absolute change in atmosphere here. Right behind you, if you spin round real quickly, you can see all the children up on the wall there. They are the children who are part of the Instituto Projeto Neymar Jr, all getting very excited. The crowd here turning round. We can see an absolute tussle here as our main man arrives. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Neymar Jr. Hello. Well. I thought the atmosphere was amazing before you arrived. Now you've come and turned the volume up. Hello, Neymar. Wonderful to have you here. Your five-a-side competition, your institute at Praia Grande, where you grew up and played as well. How much does this remind you of your childhood? A quanto que isso se lembra a sua infância, ver esse estilo de jogo e as pessoas aqui?
Bom dia a todos.
Hello, everyone.
Muito feliz de estar aqui de novo, de estar de volta na cidade, o bairro onde eu fui criado. E mais uma vez estar recebendo o Neymar Jr. 5 aqui, para mim é um orgulho muito grande. Muito feliz. Sejam todos bem-vindos. Espero que vocês estejam curtindo muito a festa. E, bom, espero que vocês aproveitem também, que todo mundo merece.
He's saying everyone deserves to have a really good time here and a party. He hopes you're having a wonderful time. He feels great pride in receiving the Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 here at his institute again, and really happy to be here. Now, I have to ask you the question on everyone's lips. How's the injury? How's the ankle? And will we see you play in the super final today?
Não, tá bem.
It's good.
Minha recuperação tá bem boa. Já estou quase 100% já, só falta voltar a treinar. E, bom, vou brincar um pouco, vou me divertir aqui um pouco com a galera. Espero que todos aproveitem a festa. Bom, um beijão. Vou.
Okay, so he's saying, yeah, the recuperation has gone well. All the treatment on his ankle's going great. He's not almost 100%, but he will be playing in the super final today. We will be seeing Neymar play today. Now, Neymar, the players who are playing in the world final, this is probably the biggest competition they've ever been in. It's a lot of pressure for them. Can you give them a tip how you stay focused under pressure? Como que você fica focado sob pressão?
Acho que o foco vem de você, né? Vem do que você quer, do que você almeja, dos seus objetivos. E uma das coisas mais importantes para mim é a família, os amigos, que te mantém nesse trajeto que é o foco, porque sem foco você dificilmente consegue alcançar o que você quer.
Thank you. So he's saying that focus really comes from within, and that all players need to think about what's important to them. For him, it's his family and his strategy, and keeps an eye on that moving forward. Neymar, thank you so much. We begin now with our first women's final. It's happening right now. Neymar, stick with us. You're doing the coin toss. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks very much indeed, Layla. Neymar Jr. is here. Just listen to the crowd. Look at the reception that he is getting at the moment, San. It really is a special feeling right now.
Yeah, I think it's a special feeling for everyone, and also a special feeling for him, you know, to come back in his neighborhood, like get the energy from everyone and be the man of the full people.
Yeah, exactly. The Instituto Projeto Neymar Jr, private non-profit association dedicated to social causes, set up by the player himself and his family back in 2015. It's in the area where he spent much of his childhood as well, so it must feel very special to him to be able to see the players looking so excited, not just to meet him, but to be playing at this particular venue.
Yeah, for sure, you know, this represents something for him for sure, and I'm really happy to see football player give back to the community, you know, because for most of the people, everybody dream about being a football player. Most of the people don't have the chance, but to have the opportunity to live this experience with a pro like Neymar, it's something amazing.
And of course the hashtag is outplay them all. It's not just a slogan though, it is a lifestyle as well, isn't it? And it's Neymar's lifestyle, outplay them all.
Yeah, I think Neymar stood out from the game because of this trick and his way to play on the pitch. And it's cool to have a tournament who is representative of Neymar Jr. Style to play. So I'm really happy about everything. You have the full package. There is people, there is music, there is good ball. So I'm really happy today.
Okay, so it is the women's final, the second edition of the women's competition at Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5, and Neymar is there to do the coin toss himself.
Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to start the game, you know. So I think look the face of the Japanese girl. They are so happy to see Neymar with them. It's crazy. And the Slovakia team is look really concentrate. You know, they almost don't look at Neymar. They are focused on their final. They want to win so much. So yeah, the Japanese, you know, their spirit. They are always concentrated. But Slovakia wants it.
Well, they won 5-0 when they met in the group stage, Slovakia and Japan, so you wonder if that means that Slovakia have to be seen as the favourites, having beaten them so comprehensively. But I guess form goes out of the window when you're in a final. It's who can stand up to the nerves and the pressure and perform on the big stage.
Yeah, for sure. It's a totally different game. And it's also different than the semi-final because just when Neymar came in the pitch, he's bringing a different vibes to the game. It's a different atmosphere. So the player feels it, and it's who got the nerve to be able to play in this condition.
So Japan will get us underway. Takizawa is over the centre kick for them. Goes back to Imamura. And Imamura's ball is cut out. Guarding the back of the net is Takizawa.
So pressure from Japan, you know, they press. It's a little bit different from what they do in the semi-final. They press straight away. It's a good strategy.
Banikova for Slovakia was quickly into the challenge, and Banikova has it here, goes for goal, and it's well blocked by Imamura.
And it's funny because sometimes I feel the ball is too heavy for the girl. You know, the way they shoot, sometimes they miss the control. So it can be an element. If they make a bad pass, it can be a mistake and they can concede a goal.
Nakagai on the move here for Japan, closed down well by Banikova, and now it's picked up by Samatanova. Japan saying there was no foul there, and here comes Slovakia on the move, but the whistle has gone. Foul committed by Durkasova, though she is unhappy with the award of it, as you can see.
Yeah, you can tell she's upset, but she have to leave it and keep concentrating on the game.
Bit of an air kick there from Takizawa. Takizawa going into the challenge, and Takizawa making the foul as well. Remember the prize on offer, what a prize it is as well to play against a star-studded women's side on this pitch, which has been selected by Neymar Jr. 6 players from the Brazilian women's national side are in it, so that's what's on offer. And Japan looking to get the opening goal in this final to take a place in the super final, but don't manage to find a way through on that occasion. Cut forward by Nevedalova, but she's been held up by a cluster of Japanese players and has won the free kick.
Yeah. Japan seems more confident and more into the game, but Slovakia proved before, you know, they were defending a lot and they just had the first goal, so nothing is decided in this game. Everybody can win.
So back it goes now to Kenkatsu, picked up by Tommy. Worked into Kobayashi. And Japan being very calm and composed. And again, there's that little dummy that they seem to really be fond of.
Yeah, Japan is trying to play the game. They're trying to play between the line. There is this small player, the number 4, I don't know the name. She's always between the line. She's really dangerous. It seems like she's the number 10 of the team. Like she controls the game and can give the right pass at the right moment.
Jarina Tommy is the player that San is talking about with the blue bracelet on her arm, but at the moment she has to do some defending rather than trying to play in that number 10 role. But now here come Japan on the counter-attack. Imamura leading it. Imamura almost finding a way through. Slovakia survive for now.
And she tried to keep to score directly from the defense, which is a big indicator because they don't try to play the ball, they just try to kick. So maybe they might suffer because they are tired, or maybe they are not into the game, they are not enough concentrate.
Japan starting to see a bit more of the ball. That was nicely worked. Little flick there from Takizawa. Doesn't quite come off. And now Slovakia with the chance to hit them on the counter. And again, that's your favourite player there, Tommy, who's back defending for the Japanese side. Down the line now for Takizawa to chase. Takizawa waiting for some support. Goes all the way back to Imamura. And given away by Huchikova. Imamura bringing it forwards, but now she's been dispossessed. This could be trouble, but couldn't quite work it into the run of Banikova.
Nice pass, 1-1, yeah. You see, she get the ball back. She made the right choice, and she asked the ball straight away after the pass to get it back and score directly to the goal. This girl, this number 4, is really the main player of the Japan team.
Jarina Tomi is the number 4 who has scored the opening goal of this game. Remember, they lost 5-0 to Slovakia in the group stage, but when it matters, Japan are leading 1-0 in the final of Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5. The women's competition, the second edition of the women's competition, the first one by the Brazilian side. It's the Japanese team who have the edge this time around, though. We're approaching the halfway stage of the game. What does Slovakia need to change?
I think they need to be more confident on the ball. Don't try to rush too much like this, you know, because you lose the ball. And Japan, they are really into the defense, so you can't score like that. You need to take to be patient and make the right choice.
Nevedalova with the sliding tackle that she failed to make, and Tomi once again was proving to be the problem for them. Nice. Tomi was in space there. Perhaps the pass to her would have been the better option.
And now look how tired the Slovakian team are. You know, they barely can walk. So I don't see them coming back into the game, but everything can happen in Neymar 5.
Nevedalova going for the lobbed attempt, but too much on it. So it will be a Japan ball, and Japan making a substitution.
Yeah, good choice to have a fresh energy into the group. Yeah, I see this player going to the pitch was in the game before, and she was decisive, so let's see if she can bring something to the table.
Nana Kojima,
nice
what a chance that was. Imamura could have put Japan virtually on the brink of lifting the trophy, but couldn't quite get her angles right there. And it's let off for Slovakia.
It will be cool for the show, see Slovakia came back, you know, because but it's going to be hard. The way they play now is difficult. But
well, how on earth did she manage to squeeze that in? Slovakia back on terms, and it's game on.
It's the first time I see Japanese didn't press Slovakia, and they took the opportunity to shoot into the wall, get the rebound, and score.
Well, it is on a knife edge now, 1-1 with just over 3 minutes left to play, and Slovakia now looking to go ahead. What an important tackle that was from Imamura, and Imamura leading the counter for Japan. Real thriller, and Tomi not far away from her second goal of the game. And again they go close.
I like the way Tomi plays, really. It's really beautiful to see her playing.
Flicked forwards and defended by Nevedalova, and Nevedalova sends it out. Now tension really is building, because the next goal could prove to be the winner for either side. Tomi, who seems to be the go-to player for the Japanese, looking for the return pass. Slovakia with everybody back behind the ball.
Nice pass.
Tomi has worked it back well, but just the sheer weight of numbers that Slovakia had back there ensured that there was no way through. But that's well won back, nobody in the centre, and the foul has been awarded for the challenge in the corner.
Japan is fight for the ball. Yeah, more spirit, but everything can happen now. Slovakia made the biggest step. They came back, and now it's really an open game. I love this 4v4 situation, because
there's space.
Yeah, this pitch is a little bit small for 5v5, and now 4v4 is allowed the player to run like that, to get some shot, to make some tricks as well. It changed the game totally. It's a totally different game.
Here comes Japan, though, with Tomi on the move. Tomi decides to go back to Imamura, and opportunity not there for Takizawa. Tomi again making it tick for Japan. And what a chance, and nearly through the legs. Good defending from Smatanova, and she nearly went into the semicircle as well, and that lob is a long way over the top.
It was a strange situation. The referee didn't know himself if he had to choose the penalty kick. And what was really cool is the Japanese didn't complain. You know, they are so fair play, and I love it.
Well, they helped to eliminate the favourites, Brazil, and a headed goal would certainly be a rarity, and Slovakia were looking for one there, but we are edging towards the possibility of a golden goal, 1v1 to decide the final. That would be pretty epic, wouldn't it?
And I will want to see the number 4 from Japan against the number 5 from Slovakia. It's going to be an epic battle, David versus Goliath.
Well, here's a chance for Slovakia to win it. Oh, she has done, surely. What a finish. Slovakia have the lead. It's Durkosova. Well, that must be the winning goal.
Yeah, this girl is so strong since the beginning of the tournament. She was playing all the ball like a final ball of every game, and she made a difference all the time, so props to her.
Well, they have a player less, Japan. They're going to need something extra special now. Maybe they can find it, though. Tommy's in space. Can she provide the finish? Tommy's still going. Back across. Nearly an own goal. Oh, nearly in again. And now here comes Durkosova to settle it for Slovakia. Blocked off.
Come back.
We have 20 seconds left. What a finish to the final this is. Tommy wants it. Tommy's got to deliver. Still Tommy. Sends it wide. Back across. Chance again. Well, what a climax to this final we're having. It's nearly over. 10 seconds left to play. Slovakia are nearly there. Is that a foul? Referee says no. Japan still going. Can they get an equaliser? Tommy, chance. Oh! And she just fluffed her lines when the opportunity was there. And it's all over. Slovakia have won it. They are the victors in the second edition of the Women's Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5. What a final.
I love the spirit. Look how they are exhausted. You know, they give their 100%. They are so happy. And at the same time, Japan plays so well. They could have made it to the winning position, but it's the life, it's the tournament. Everybody can win. It doesn't matter how your style is. You can win this tournament if you are confident and you are strong in any position.
Well, they came third in 2018, Spartak Mayava. They said this was going to be their year. It is their year. They have gone all the way this time, and they are the victors. They will get the trophy. They will also get the chance to play in the super final against the team selected by Neymar Jr. himself, which will involve 6 players from the Brazilian national side. But before all of that, the trophy is being brought out by the main man himself, Neymar Jr. There you see him. What a moment this is for all of those Slovakian players.
What a reward, what a moment. You know, it's a dream come true, I think. Like, they achieve something, they will think about that their whole life. You know, this moment is going to be so so precious for them. Look, she's on the floor, she's screaming, like, it's so beautiful to see.
And also, they came from a goal down. We haven't seen that too many times. When you concede the first goal, you can come back and win the match. They did that because Japan went 1-0 ahead.
Yeah, it's like they took the opportunity. Japan were really strong, and the first time they didn't press the team, they take the chance and they score. So props to Slovakia, really big dedication. They made it to the final and they deserve.
Yeah, so they beat Japan in their first game of the group stage. They lost to Italy, beat England, drew against Brazil, and have now lifted the trophy against the side they played in the first game. Funny how things work out, but you cannot deny their fighting spirit that has seen them through. And one of their players is actually down injured at the moment because of that fighting spirit that she showed, and one of the tackles late on in the game. But the crowd crammed in here at the Institute have seen a final that had everybody on the edge of their seat. That is what Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5 is all about, as we see the highlights here. Japan got the opening goal, very nicely worked, and after that you felt it was going to be difficult for Slovakia, but they got their leveller. And then Japan came so close to getting a late equaliser, but it wasn't to be for them. Neymar Jr., one of the very interested spectators. I'm sure he would have really enjoyed watching it. It is what this tournament is all about. It is the very best five-a-side competition in the world. It's the most exciting, it's the biggest, over 100,000 players from 42 countries competing across 6 continents, and in the women's competition, it is Slovakia who have the trophy. And we still have the men's final and the super finals to come as well.
Yeah, it's still something in the program to watch in the live. I hope you enjoy the live. I hope the fans, you know, they enjoy to see this kind of game. And I wonder, like, where they are come from, you know, like maybe they come from Brazil, England, France. So tell us in the comment if you come from something, and what do you like the most in this beautiful show.
We saw Neymar Jr. just on screen there, and we can join him with Layla right now.
Joined by Neymar Jr, who's just watched the fantastic win by Slovakia in the women's final. Eu queria saber, I wanted to know from you, what impressed you most about the game? O que te impressionou do jogo, do estilo?
Foi jogo bem acirrado, né, mas as meninas mandaram muito bem. O time do Japão é um time de mais qualidade, o outro também tem qualidade, mas é mais força física. E acabou virando a partida, né, e acho que impressionou todo mundo, eu gostei muito do jogo.
Yeah, he said very impressive. He believes it impressed everyone. It was a very physical game and very technical game as well. Você vai jogar contra essas mulheres já no Super Final. Tem plano, uma estratégia para ganhar contra elas?
Olha, eu tava perguntando para as meninas ali, falei, vocês que vão ter que organizar a nossa estratégia para a gente vencer o jogo.
I just asked him, obviously he's going to play them in the super final shortly. Does he have a strategy? What plan could he use to win against their aggressive nature? And he's saying, I'm going to have to talk to my friends. We need a strategy. We need to put it in place. Obrigada. Agora vai ser o final dos homens. Now we're looking forward to the men's final. Back to Mark and Sean.
Thanks very much indeed, Layla. And yes, we are waiting for the men's final. Spain up against Hungary. And whoever wins, it's going to be such a special affair for them. The Hungarian side managed to win the final twice in a row. Team got together several years ago at university where they all played football in the school team, and they've kept on playing together ever since. They were eliminated by Argentina in the quarter-finals last time around as the Slovakian women's side get to toast their success with the trophy and Neymar Jr. right in the middle of them. If the men's final can be as good as that, then we're in for a real treat. But it is Slovakia's moment as they get the trophy and are crowned champions of the second edition of the women's competition, with Brazil having won the inaugural one. They were knocked out in the group stage. Slovakia finishing above Brazil this time around in the group stage, second in their group behind Japan, and then beating Japan in the final. So the women's competition taken care of, and it's all about the men's showdown next. But at the moment it is Neymar Jr. who is taking centre stage, still out there at the moment with the crowd excitedly on their feet.
He's his speech, you know, he's the man. He can do whatever he wants. If he starts to dance, if he starts to play with the ball, everybody will be on fire.
You can see him there. He is the centre of attention down by the centre circle of the pitch here, just drinking it all in. He must absolutely love this, his institute, his idea, and his game, really.
He nutmeg the referee, and the referee is happy to get the nutmeg by Neymar.
Yeah, well, who wouldn't be to get nutmeg? Generally, you want to avoid it. I'd be happy to be nutmegged by him, but you wouldn't.
No, I don't want.
But you freestyled with him. I mean, what was that like? Yeah,
it was really good, you know, because, you know, this kind of player, they love it. You know, it's a special moment because what they like is to play with the ball. Doesn't matter if you play on 11 aside, 5 aside, just for freestyle, you know. And we have a good moment. We share so many times. You know, he asked me, like, how you do this move, how you move like that. He's really into the, I will not say freestyle, he's into the skills, you know. Doesn't matter where the skills come from, and I love this.
So the two men's teams are now being presented to Neymar. You saw the Spanish side roster there, and now the Hungarian team are out there shaking hands with the man himself, Neymar Jr., who will do the coin toss, and he will then go to take his seat to watch who will have the opportunity to not only win the trophy, but the men's side also get the chance to play in a super final against Neymar's own team.
And I think Spain have a bit of advantage at the moment. You know why? Because they speak Spanish, so they can communicate with Neymar. And that's a real thing, you know. This guy loves to speak to people, but where he speaks Portuguese or Spanish, and if you speak to him in English, he's not going to reply. But if you speak to him in Portuguese or Spanish, he's going to reply to him. So he's make the moment more special.
Okay, so there is the Hungarian side. Fabian Mate was at the heart of most things good for them in that semi-final success over Romania. He could certainly be a player to watch. He's wearing the pink wristband if you're trying to keep an eye out for him. And you can't see it being as easy a success for either of these sides as it was in the semi-final.
Yeah, it's different. Let's see how is the first minute of the game. I think Spain's gonna play in the same way, get the position of the ball, try to move left to the right, and Hungary will gonna press. Look, they are ready to press, so it's gonna be interesting. I think it will be a high-level game now.
So Spain have the ball, Rubio and Flor with it. Rubio, Flor looking for some options. And again, Spain looking to play their possession game, but they've lost the ball early on.
Nice defense by Hungary team.
Carolee, long ball forwards and headed. No-nonsense header straight out of play by Manrique. And kick into restart. Back here with Gabor.
The rebound, always. Hungary, they're gonna go for the rebound for sure. As Spain's gonna play more the tiki-taka style.
Feynman with the foul there, so it's picked up Borja Rubio Flor, who seems to be playing as the sweeper position. And here he is again, Rubio Flor. Everything further forwards than him. Rubio Flor again, the man in space, and everything going through him. That's a good pass from him. And nearly led to a chance for Spain, but it's following the pattern of the semi-final where they're having a lot more of the ball and they're just waiting to try and find that gap in the opposition ranks.
Exactly, but I'm really surprised by Hungary team. They opened the middle, you know, they let the middle open, so it's allowed you to create situations. So let's see if it's not a big disadvantage for Hungary.
Richard Feynman making good ground here for Hungary. Still going, Feynman. Was he fouled there? He's gone down. The referee says nothing wrong with that challenge. Certainly a strong one, but a fair one in his eyes. And then another coming together, and this time Hungary do get the free kick.
Okay, Hungary get the ball, and the last man of Hungary always try to shoot directly. So let's see if he's gonna do it again, or they're gonna go more for find the right pass around the goal.
Here is Fabien Gabor, Dudas Daniel. And this time it's Hungary playing a patient game. Daniel goes back to Fabien Gabor.
Nice
good
pass.
Ball out wide. Feynman can't make anything of it. Spain looking to hit on the counter. That's good defending, though, from Dudas Daniel. Daniel back there again, trying to help out. All a bit congested.
Nice.
Oh, and a little bit of trickery and showboating there from Manrique.
He's gonna do something now.
Rubio Flor, again, just operating at the base of the midfield area for Spain. And they might have to go back again to get started. Good defending from Hungary.
Yeah, it's really tough, like everybody defended so well, so it's really difficult to find a space, but they're gonna do it. It's like just question of time. Spain is always analyzing, and they're gonna take any opportunity.
Well, picked up now by Marouane. And lovely little bit of footwork there, nearly led to a goal. Good defending, though. Again, it's Dudas Daniel in the right place for the Hungarians. And certainly Spain with the bulk of the ball, as we've got used to seeing. Can they do anything with it, though? Marouane brings it forwards then for Spain.
Yeah, and you see Spain have the possession of the ball, but it's not, surely they're maybe not gonna score first.
Rubio Flor gets lucky there. He's been given the ball countless times to try and build from the back, Borja Rubio Flor. And that time he got caught in possession, but he was fortunate the foul was given Spain's way.
Another nutmeg. This guy is nutmegging everyone in the tournament all the time.
David Coloma Manrique is the man with the wristband on, who is doing the damage there.
Oh, nice touch from the number one.
And the atmosphere cranking up as you can hear the samba band in the background. Borja Rua.
We are all waiting something. Everybody waits for the goal or for the move.
Feynman now goes backwards to Dudas Daniel. And you can hear the samba band. There they are, making a racket just to add to the Brazilian flavor here in Praia Grande.
Yeah, what a blast to play a game with the music, especially when it's samba, because this is the football rhythm, you know?
Well, it's not carnival season, but it certainly felt like a bit of a carnival today, given the noise and the atmosphere. Are we going to get a goal in the final here? Not quite from Feynman, trying to wriggle his way through. Haven't seen a goal from a lob so far. Saw plenty of them when I was here watching games in the group stage yesterday. It hasn't done the trick for any team in the semis or the finals so far. And Spain now pushing forwards. Manrique loses out. Good challenge from Dudas. Daniel Dudas back there for the Hungarian side.
What a defense from Hungary. They are really strong. But Spain got also a really good defender with the number 3. He stopped all the balls. He's always in a good place.
And Manrique manages to work it wide. Borjas has now moved further forward, so playing in the deeper role.
Nutmeg again. Spain, they like to play the nutmeg game. Like every time they have the possibility to do it, they just nutmeg the guy.
Marouane going for goal and long way off finding the target there.
Oh, change. And that might be the moment. They change, so maybe the people, the players are fresh. They're gonna press more, and it's gonna affect the game. Or maybe they are not in the right mentality, and they're gonna make the mistake.
So it is Fabien Mate who has come on, and again a lob that goes for goal. And is the goal given?
Yeah, it's a goal given from the man who entered to the pitch. They were ready. It was a strategy. I think they made that on purpose, you know. They were aiming to shoot the goal, get the rebound from the 2 new players. A good strategy from Hungary.
Well, you mentioned that the rebound is so important, and it's got us the opening goal in the mixed final here at Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 World Final 2019. Spain have to come from behind with a man less, of course. Remember, every time you score, the opposition have to lose a player, and they almost leveled the scores there. It was, again, Borja Rubio Flor in the defensive midfield area who had the effort on goal. Now picked up by the run of Manrique.
He tried the nutmeg again. They still have 3 minutes and 20 seconds. It's a long time. You don't have to rush, you know, because you can have a shoot anytime. So take your time and choose the right moment.
Mate offloads it, but Christophe gives the ball away. Chance here for Spain and a bit of a goal scramble. And Hungary had just about enough white vests back there to block the path to goal.
They have a leg like a double leg from the Spain team, you know. Their leg is double time the Spain legs.
And Dorka Christophe has gone down here after a nice bit of skill, and he was just having his legs taken from underneath him, which is handy for Hungary because it gives them a chance to just regroup and rebuild and try to organise themselves to see out the remaining 2.5 minutes, or are they going to try and push on for another goal? There's no foul there. Fabien Mate, though, since he's come on, has certainly made a big difference, and he's getting into a bit of a squabble there. Another nutmeg, and it nearly led to a through ball, but then the defending from Fabien Cabor was no nonsense, I think is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, it was a bit strange, but you know, the referee didn't say anything. I'm not really happy to see this kind of stuff, but it's the referee choice.
Well, here come Hungary, a goal now, and surely they will be the champions, but the angle was too tough for Dudas Daniel there. But it's a penalty, and this is a chance for Hungary to take a 2-goal lead in the final. They're protesting against it.
Yeah, he took the ball in the zone. Let's see in the yeah, obviously he took the ball because it was also a pass for the other one, so he had to do something. He chose, but the decision was not right.
This to put Hungary 2-0 up. And he's done so. Hungary are within touching distance now of lifting the trophy. 2-0 ahead with only 1.5 minutes left to play.
Wow, 3 against 5. How are they going to do that in 1.5 minutes? It's going to be so hard. I would love to see something happen, but, you know, I don't see... Did you ever see something like this, 3 against 5, and someone came back?
No, I don't think it's happened in the history of the competition. Maybe getting a goal back here and there, but that's a good run and nearly a great goal.
Oh, la, la, almost.
Oh, that would have been one of the goals of the tournament if he'd managed to just get it a few inches lower. But good fighting spirit from Spain, who aren't giving up.
It was the how to play them all spirit. He just dribbled everyone on the pitch.
It's Fabien Cabor now for Hungary, who are just running down the clock into the final minute now. They know that they're very close to being crowned champions and having the opportunity to play in the super final against Neymar Jr.'s own team, which is coming up for you later. We've got both the women's and the men's super final here at Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5. But it's enjoyable now for Hungary, who are just playing keep ball. Some oles from the crowd now as well.
He's going. One of the Spain guys don't want to let it down, but the other guy seems like it's down, you know? So
Well, a little bit of juggling now as well, just to rub salt in the wounds of the Spanish side. Hungary are going to be champions. That is sure. And they could have a third goal now just to really put the seal on it. Fabian Mate misses that opportunity, but it doesn't matter. Hungary are the winners. They have won the Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5 2019. Congratulations to the Hungarian team.
Yeah, they played the game, they played well, they were really strong in defense, and the moment of the game where was when they make the substitution and 2 new players came to the pitch. They just played the rebound, and actually they score at this moment, so that's why the key moment of the game.
Yeah, they made it through to the quarterfinals last year in Brazil when they were knocked out by Argentina. They said that they came back even better and even stronger this year, and they're going to get that trophy from Neymar Jr. because they have been strong, they have been better, and they are the winners of the 2019 Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5 Men's Championship. And now they get the chance to lift that trophy and pose with Neymar Jr. for the photo, and they'll be lining up against him in the super final a little bit later on as well.
Yeah, that's where you need to be ready for that moment, because maybe you've been sweaty, you've been tired by the game, but the picture has to be right, because you're gonna post that for sure on Instagram, right?
Yeah, of course. You know, they'll probably post pictures with you when they get the chance to pose with you as well. But this is the shot that they've all been dreaming of, you know, as well as winning the trophy. Everybody said they wanted the chance to meet Neymar Jr., and that Hungarian side have done just that as well.
I'm surprised by anyone take his phone from his pocket and try to do a selfie with Neymar.
Yeah, that's true. They're being ultra professional. Maybe that will come later on when they play in the super final. We're going to get some reaction from pitch side very, very shortly indeed with the winning team. They're still celebrating right now and enjoying their moment in the sunshine with Neymar Jr. The finals may have finished, but don't forget we have the super finals for you coming up very shortly. The women's victors are going to have the opportunity, Slovakia, to play against an invitational Neymar team in the super final, and that Hungarian side as well. They're posing with Neymar Jr. right now. They'll be up against him a bit later on. Some star names in that guest team that Neymar Jr. has put together, and that will be following on from the women's super final very, very shortly indeed. But I think now we might be able to get some reaction from down at pitch side. Leila is virtually in situ right now. Let's cross over to Leila.
I'm here with your Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5 world champions, Hungary. They can't stop talking to Neymar here. I'm going to ask Neymar first. What did you think of the level of skill of the team? O que você achou do nível dos jogadores aqui?
Acho que o nível foi muito forte, foi um jogo muito duro, de muita força física, mas demonstraram uma qualidade superior. Então, de parabéns, né? Feliz. E acabou de me falar também que se fosse campeão ele ia pintar o cabelo igual o meu.
He said that firstly the team just told them that if they'd won they were going to colour their hair just like Neymar, so we're going to see a blonde team very shortly. But also he's credited them for a very physical game and a superior quality here at the event. Guys, congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thank you very much. We were preparing a lot for this competition. We've been here last year. We lost in the last 16. We really wanted this one, and we're so happy to win this.
Tell me, my friend, what do you think you did right?
I've chosen my friends on the right way.
And are you all going to dye your hair blonde now? Is that the fact?
Probably not, but who knows?
We promise we have to, we promise.
Okay. That's not an option, that's compulsory.
Well, you've still got one more game to play, the super final versus your man Neymar Jr. How do you feel about that game?
It's great. It's just great to play against him and his friends, and it's a dream.
Is that going to be a competitive game or just for fun? Vai ser competitivo ou só para brincar?
Competitivo.
It's a competitive one. He's saying no matter what, even though they want to have fun, he doesn't want to lose, so it's going to be a competitive game. Stick with us. We've got the women's and then the mixed super final coming up right here at Praia Grande shortly. We'll see you after this short break.
After a 17-year absence, Léger is back on the UCI calendar with a new cross-country track. With an astonishing view facing Mont Blanc, this stop is certainly one of the highlights this year. Don't miss the Mercedes-Benz UCI Mountain Bike World Cup from Léger, France this weekend on Red Bull TV.
Hello and welcome back to Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5. We are live at Praia Grande, Brazil, and here we bring you the super final. Right now we can see Neymar Jr.'s team getting ready to play. They're going to be taking on our champions, the well-earned Hungary. It's back over to our commentary team, Mark and Sam.
Thanks very much, Layla. So, yes, here is the first of the super finals, and Neymar Jr. just having a word with some of those that are going to be involved. The Hungarian male side are certainly going to be involved. What a treat this is for them to have the opportunity to play against a team led by Neymar Jr., who's just putting on his vest and the outplay them all hashtag. And he certainly has lived that lifestyle. Outplay them all is really what Neymar Jr. is all about. And here are the women's all-star team. You can see there Cristiani waving to the crowd. She is somebody that I commentated on actually during the Women's World Cup, scored a brilliant hat-trick in their opening game against Jamaica. And just listen to the noise from the fans here.
Yeah, you see Brazilian, they are really supportive, you know, they know their team, you know, they support all the time, and I really love this spirit. So it's really brilliant to see this moment. Look at Neymar taking picture with fans. So it's just amazing moment.
Yeah, so you can see there the lineup. Andressa Alves, who played for the Brazilian national side at the Women's World Cup, picked up an injury in that one. Cristiani, who scored a splendid hat-trick, 4 goals in all at that Women's World Cup as well. And Neymar lining up with them. What a star cast that is.
Yeah, it's a crazy lineup, and I will mention the small girl, her name is Amandinha. Yeah, this one. She's the best futsal woman player in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll be keeping an eye out for her. So the best women's futsal player in the world, and some of the Brazilian 11-a-side national team out there, and of course the main man himself. It's quite a tough task for Slovakia.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if to take it competitive, because it's a real feeling, you know. One at a time, you won the final, so you already lift the trophy. But at the same time, you play against Neymar, it's dream come true, but you want to prove yourself. It's really hard to play with this kind of feeling.
Well, we're looking forward to this one. Neymar Jr. out there playing. So good to see him out there again after his injury, of course.
Yeah, and first time we see after his injury last year, it created chaos. I see some of the footage, he nutmeg someone. It was just crazy.
So it is the Neymar Jr.'s and friends side who are in possession, and we're hoping to see plenty of tricks and flicks and skills. And Amandinha, who you mentioned, just in possession. Here she is now, and that's a lovely first-time pass as well. Looking for the return ball. Goes back, excuse me, to Neymar Jr. himself. And Slovakia struggling to get a touch of the ball. I don't think they've had it so far.
Not yet, but I think they want to see Neymar touching the ball. Everybody wants to see Neymar have the ball, for sure.
Well, Neymar is the chant from the crowd here. You can probably hear as well. And he's waving to them as well to give them a signal of his appreciation. He's in space here as well, doesn't get the ball. Slovakia coming away with it. And it would be such a moment for any of these Slovakian players if they were to be able to score a goal against this team.
Well, she nutmegged someone. She just nutmegged, I don't know who she is, but she just nutmegged a Slovakian player, and after she asked the crowd to react to the nutmeg. Brilliant.
Amandinha goes backwards then. Here's Cristiani. And Andressa Alves waiting in the centre. Here's Neymar Jr., the man himself, looking for the return pass. Here he is. Is he going to outplay them all here with a little bit of skill?
He wants, I know. He wants to do something he likes.
Well, he's kept the ball nicely there, gets it back once again. Slovakia standing firm, trying to keep him away from goal. Amandinha, Neymar Jr.
It's
Andressa
crazy.
Alves, Neymar Jr. Nice move this, nice pass. Andressa Alves, Amandinha and Neymar Jr. both in the middle.
Nice.
But Slovakia have won it back, credit to them.
Oh, Neymar for the defense, nice one.
Skips away from a couple of challenges. Neymar, and then decides to find Cristiani. Played out from the back, Amandinha. Looking to dribble her way past a couple of them, and then a little back heel there as well, which was nice. And Neymar Jr.
Nice.
and Francine, what a goal! Lovely finish.
Look, little
Great
Samba.
goal,
Oh.
great celebration.
Brilliant, brilliant. She scored a crazy goal after a crazy move, and she said to the crowd, react, then she go out. It's brilliant.
Well, that's what they came to see. Neymar Jr. and friends have the opening goal in this super final against Slovakia, and we haven't been disappointed with the skills on show. Slovakia trying to find a way back into it themselves too. What do you do in this situation when you're playing a team of such skillful players?
I think you have to play your game. You're not going to invent something new in 2 minutes, so it's better to try to play your own way with your own strong point and enjoy the moment. This is the most important.
Well, I'm sure they are enjoying the moment. Here is Neymar. Oh, he went for the cheeky little chip finish, got the ball back again. He's still waiting in a good position, but Slovakia don't want to forget about the other players on show as well, because they're all talented. Amandinha, one of them. Here's Neymar Jr. Is he going to score? Well, he was waiting and waiting and then dispossessed.
He tried the nutmeg. He tried. That's why it's good with Neymar. He always try to get his opponent.
Amandinha, lovely little feint there to sell the Slovakian team the wrong way. And it's all one-way traffic at the moment for Neymar Jr. and friends.
So Natalia is the one who have the ball. She's a foot volley player. She do a lot of video in internet, in Instagram, playing with the ball. In Brazil, we call that baixadinha, you know, when you keep the ball in the air. So she's really specialist of that, you know, she play in the air.
Well, they are firmly on top and they're looking to extend their advantage. Neymar Jr. chance. Oh, unselfish, sets up the second goal. Could have gone for it himself, but put it on a plate for his teammate. 2-0 to Neymar Jr. and friends.
Yeah, brilliant. Neymar wants to give the ball to everyone, which is really nice. But Slovakia play with fun, you know. You can tell they are not 100%. And also what is good is like one of their favorite players just enter to the pitch now. So that means they give the chance to the other girls who maybe didn't have the chance earlier in the tournament to play, to have the opportunity to play with Neymar.
Yeah, well, it's a very tough task now. You're down to 3 players against 5, and you're up against Neymar Jr. and friends. It's not a very easy situation for the remaining 5 minutes or so.
She's smiling when she had the ball. It's brilliant. I love to see this atmosphere. It's a bit competitive and a bit show in the same time, which is really great.
Yeah, they've got smiles on their faces despite the scoreline, because it's a real privilege and an honour to be out there. What are we going to see from Neymar here?
He's watching, he's looking for the moment, he's looking for the right pass. I like this little samba move and the right touch for... Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was waiting and waiting and waiting, and then played the pass out wide. Every time he gets the ball, look at that, beautiful stuff. The crowd really enjoyed it. Nice pass as well. Tricks starting to come out now from Neymar Jr. and friends. Everyone liked that, didn't they?
Yeah, they are expecting moves and tricks, so Neymar has to deliver.
And here he is, keeping the ball up. Oh, lovely back heel, couldn't quite find the teammate, but the Neymar Jr. and friends side have it back in their possession once again anyway. Oh, and not sure if he was going to get on the end of that, Neymar Jr. Little flick there, nearly. Oh, it's gone in!
Brilliant! What a move from Neymar Jr. That's why people love him. He will always do the show.
Can you do that?
This one is really hard, actually. I can't do that. To be honest, this one is not my specialty. I really love it. And actually, this is a move you can use in Neymar Jr.'s 5, because sometimes you have so many players around the goal, so it's a way to flick them and score directly.
Yeah, perfect stuff. That's what they came to see. and he hasn't disappointed, but he's going to take a breather now, Neymar Jr. He's got another match to play, the super final of the men's against the Hungarian side, so he's gone off for the final 3 minutes. And, the Slovakian side down to just 2 players now. And they'll be tired from their exploits in the final against Japan as well.
Look, Neymar, he said to the Slovakian player, enter to the pitch, let's play. Let's play,
nice.
enjoy the more, which is really good, I think, because it's not about the rules, it's about having fun together and, you know, to enjoy the game. And Neymar knows, like, after 3 or 4 goals, it's already done for the other team. So what he wants is a competitive game, yes.
And she's come on and she's scored straight away. How about that? That is really good to see, that they have got a goal back soon after they were told that they could go back up to the full amount of players. And it's Durkowska who scored the winning goal in the final that has got the goal that gives them a consolation.
And let's see how the Brazilian team and the Neymar friend will react 4 against 5. Because now they have to move more, they have to adapt to the game. So it might be interesting for the last minute.
Well, we still have the men's super final to come, and some big names on show in that one. We'll talk to you about that a little bit later on as the foot volley skills start to come out from Natalia. She nearly managed to get through them all on her own there. Natalia still has it.
Yeah, she has some skills. I would like to see her have a ball in the air, because I know she can manage. We have Amandinha now with the nice little touch. Futsal, you look how she drives the ball left and right with the soul. It's really amazing the way she moves. Like, look, it was amazing. So it's really come from futsal. You know, the Brazilian people in futsal, they are brilliant just because they move quickly with the ball.
Natalia nearly going through, not quite, just blocked off by a wall of Slovakians. Fair play to them. After going 3-0 down, you feared that it could turn into a bit of a hammering, but they've shown fighting spirit, back up to a full complement of 5 and nearly getting themselves back into it with another goal there as well, but the route for Banakova was just blocked off. Amandinha, and well, not quite what Natalia was hoping for there.
Yeah, she tried something. Maybe it was a new trick, I don't know. Oh, nice. Super clean.
And Slovakia looking for, nearly getting a second goal. She's made a real difference since coming on, Durkowska.
Yeah, she's the main player from Slovakia since the beginning. And
well, she scored a goal. She scored the winning goal in the final. She scored a goal against Neymar Jr. and friends side today. Not a bad day at the office.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. She will remind.
Oh, and he's back on. He's back on for the final 20 seconds. Are we going to see something special again? Looking for the 1-2. Oh, nearly. He almost got onto the rebound as well. Oh, but it's going to be a penalty, is it?
What is it? Ball for Slovakia. I think Natalia was in the zone.
So Slovakia have it. Final few seconds. Long range. Not quite. And that's full time. So it's victory for Neymar Jr. and friends in the super final against Slovakia. What a real treat for the capacity crowd here at the Institute.
It's really nice to see the smile on the face of everyone. Everybody happy about this. Look, everyone is around the pitch waiting for their picture with Neymar. But at the same time, there is people who just release their dream at the moment, like meet one of the best players in the planet and be able to take picture, talk to him, play with him. It's something unbelievable.
Yeah, they're all just soaking up this moment for all it's worth. I mean, they must feel like it's a real dream come true to be out there at the moment in the huddle with him. They've got the shirt, they've got the flag out there, and the crowd now are showing their adoration for Neymar Jr. as well. And there's still one more treat left to come with Neymar Jr.'s guest team in the men's side of things to face up against the Hungarians, who are down pitch side at the moment, just waiting for their chance to come out and get involved. Here's a look back at some of those lovely moments that we've had. Neymar Jr. with a little bit of showboating there. And he was definitely looking like he's fully recovered from that injury issue.
He tried a nutmeg, you see? This is his main point. He wants to use this game to kind of play with the people.
We saw one of those lovely flicks over the top of his head that led to a goal, and now he's doing his bit with the supporters who all want that selfie with him.
Yeah, everyone all the attention is on Neymar. You see nobody who wants to see someone else. And it's a dream. You come here, for sure you're expecting to take a picture with Neymar because this is the man.
And it is his institute. It's in the area where he spent the majority of his childhood. It's for disadvantaged youths to use and utilize. It's giving something back to the community that he was part of, right on the doorstep of where he was raised. Here is Neymar Jr. and friends side for the men's game. Nene is the only pro player that's in there alongside Neymar Jr. Of course, he plays at Sao Paulo. The rest are just close friends of him.
He played for Paris Saint-Germain as well, Nene.
Yeah.
I know him really well. He's a really good player when it comes to the five-a-side. Be careful of Nene. He can do something magic today.
Well, that's the magic man, full stop, who is out there participating, and an all-star cast alongside him. João Celso is in the first five to start off there. The referee's enjoying himself as well with Neymar in the middle, and well, all the Hungarian players will remember this moment for the rest of their lives, sharing a pitch with Neymar Jr. and friends in the final, super final here at the Red Bull Neymar Junior 5 2019 World Final. So Hungary will get us underway then. And I'm going to ask you, Sam, what are the tactics that you adopt when you're playing a team like this?
I think, as I told before, you have to play your game, you know? You have to enjoy the moment and you have to play your strong point, because if you play different, you're not going to represent yourself, and that's the most important. Oh, Neymar bring his kids on the pitch is to maybe kick the first balls. That's great.
Or going in goal, perhaps. Or maybe operating as a sweeper. What a moment that is for him out there to be in amongst the all-star cast. So Hungary have it at the back with the figure of Christoph.
Oh,
and
Neymar!
Oh, how about that?
Directo! What a goal, and Nene made the pass. Neymar scored a goal, and Hungary was not ready at all to really like get the goal directly. And I think no one wants to go out, you see? No one wants to go out, everybody wants to stay, you know, because I think it's a gala game, they have to enjoy the moment, and doesn't matter if they don't lose any players.
Yeah, so everybody is staying out there for Hungary. They're not losing a player. It's going to be 5 versus 5 throughout the game.
Ooh, Nene, nice trick.
Yeah, Nene and Neymar Jr. striking up a good relationship early on, and well, they are going to be a handful for Hungary to try and keep quiet. That's for sure in this super final game between Hungary and Neymar Jr. and friends. That wasn't bad from Christoph though. A little bit of skill from him. João Celso getting involved as well.
Yeah, for sure. But they all have the smile on their face, so they play a little bit different than in the final. Fair enough. But I'm sure anybody won't take the chance to maybe not make Neymar or do a tricks against him.
Yeah, well, it is the biggest and most exciting five-a-side competition out there. Red Bull Neymar Jr.'s 5 leads to some action-packed and exhilarating affairs, and also means that everyone does play with a real smile on their face, and that's what we're getting here. And not being able to get anywhere near the ball, the Hungarians right now. Well, they've got the ball back here, though. This is a chance for them to maybe get back level.
Neymar is upset. He didn't receive the ball. He just started to complain.
Christoph was in a promising position for Hungary and is still waiting for it. But Nene now for Neymar Jr. and friends. We'll be looking for that out ball to Neymar Jr. Those two combining well early on. Hungary standing firm, though. Just the 1 goal down with 2.5 minutes played. João Celso for Nene.
I think Hungarian raise up the level after the first goal. They don't want to look foolish, so they just like accelerate a little bit.
Oh, was that a foul? Well, Nene went down. No foul given, but Neymar's reacted quickest to get onto the loose ball.
Yeah, he plays competitive, you know. He wants to play. I know every game is important for him, and every single champion is like that, you know. Any game is important. When they play PlayStation, for example, they play so competitive, so it's the same here.
And Neymar Jr. is breaking the rules as he did in the Women's Super Cup final as well, to allow Hungary to keep all 5 players out there and make a real game of it, which is great to see. Yeah, and he's looking for the ball here. Neymar, can he find the target? It unselfishly aimed to pick out Nene, nearly led to another goal, which would have involved a link-up between those two, as happened with the first goal that Neymar scored. Christoph now with a chance, and nearly a goal for Hungary. Nene, early to Neymar. This is trouble for Hungary. Neymar, Nene, beautiful. That is wonderful. Telepathic communication between those two.
You can see the link between those two. They are two great players. Obviously, Neymar is the man, you know, but Nene had a really good career back in the day. He was known from his skills and his left foot. Actually, he scored with the right.
It looks as though Gabriel Gubella has just come on.
So Gabriel was a professional football player as well. He played for several clubs in Brazil, I think. He was in the US for a couple of times. And now I don't know if he plays anymore, but he had good skills. I played against him once, and he was a good player.
Neymar, this is what they've all turned out to see. With skills coming out. Oh, he played it into Nene, who wasn't quite expecting the ball there, but he's managed to pirouette his way out of trouble. Here he is again. Looped past.
Nene is 38 years old, and he's a good chef, so I'm really surprised.
I'm 38 as well, and I'm definitely not in anywhere near as good a shape as he is. Here's Neymar. Oh, there's the little...
Nice flick, man. I love it.
What's that one called?
It's the rainbow flick, but the way Neymar do it is more Brazilian style. So instead of doing it 1 and 2 times, you do it just in 1 time with both feet together. It's really hard to do in the right tempo.
But they are really pulling out everything now. João Celso finding the head of Gubella. Hungary desperate to get a touch on the ball. They've got it now. It's Dudas Daniel. And it was a chance for them to get a goal as Neymar rings out around the Instituto again.
It's crazy, like how Neymar resonates into the heart of everyone. It's just amazing to see that.
Nene. It's remarkable how quick they are with the ball at their feet, and Gubella with a nice touch there as well. Here's the main man, Neymar again. He certainly hasn't disappointed in showing what this competition is all about, outplaying them all with some of his trademark wizardry in possession of the football. Nene now, here he is then, Neymar Jr. Oh, but that's a perfect pass to find Gubella. Flicks it up. Nene, did he go in the area? I think he did, so it won't count. Referee was wise to that. Nene's protesting, but did just enter the area.
He's protesting. Come on, Nene, this is a show game.
Yeah. Well, it shows how much they want to win. It's all about fun, but it's also competition out there, outplaying them all. Here is Neymar. 2 for company. He's been dispossessed, and it's a goal. Well, he'll be extra motivated after being dispossessed for the goal that's given Hungary 1 back.
I was thinking like that, if I was Hungary now, I'm going to start to play 100% just to showcase to the Neymar team, like we can answer to you.
Oh, pretended to tie up his shoelace there. And
you know where these tricks come from? From me.
Is that your trademark trick?
Yeah, not trademark, but like I showed to Neymar some years before, and I think he remember all of that. So it's really nice because this is really typical street football moves.
If that's trick, then you need to tell me what the name of that one is. What's it called? The lace trick?
The lace tricks, yeah. I have on YouTube one of my tutorials explain how to do this trick, so maybe you watch me on YouTube, we never know. And it's a goal.
Hungary have another goal back. Well, this is turning into an interesting finish, and Botond has scored the goal. Just to let you know that earlier on, one of the Slovakian players who was down injured at the end of the final has been taken to hospital, but just to be checked out, nothing serious. So we wish her a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
And, hopefully it won't take away from the memories of winning the competition here today. Neymar Jr. Oh, he's missed. How did he miss? Well, maybe he's going to say that was meant to be a pass for Nene because they've combined so well.
he don't want to play for himself.
So goals flying in. Final 20 seconds then of this super final between Neymar Jr. and friends and the Hungarian side who have won the Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5 2019. It's been a lovely exhibition, and everyone that's been here has seen what they came out for, and that is Neymar Jr. doing what he does best. And it's all over. The super final finishes. Neymar Jr. and friends win by 3 goals to 2, but it's not just about the scoreline, it's about the atmosphere that has been created and the way that they have played this particular Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5 game.
Exactly, like it was amazing, you know, the experience of everyone. They are just some meters around the man himself. The Hungarian team, maybe it's their first time to play against such a professional football player. So yeah, I think it's everything is perfect. Good sun, good music, good atmosphere, beautiful football. What we can ask more?
Yeah, they are all smiles. Everyone has a grin on their face here. It has been a perfect day. Great football on show, and good sportsmanship and signs of friendship out there as well. And now we just await the pleasantries to be concluded. We'll hear from the man himself very shortly as well. But let's have a look back at some of those highlights. Not sure if your shoelace trick is going to be in there, but Neymar's little flick for the opening goal certainly is.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But Neymar play good, you know. He had some good moments. He tried some tricks, and it's good for the highlight. We need get that example.
Okay, well let's head down to hear from the main man. Layla is with Neymar again.
Hello. So I return with Neymar after 2 fantastic super finals. I'd love to know whether your expectations were surpassed by today. Queria saber se alcançou sua expectativa o dia hoje.
Acho que ultrapassou.
Hello.
Ultrapassou a expectativa. A alegria de ter todo mundo aqui, de estar todo mundo acompanhando, de ter a criançada do Instituto, né, de ter muitas pessoas de outros países também. Então a gente agradece todo o carinho, todo mundo que acompanhou, todo mundo que incentivou, aos atletas que participaram. Para mim é um orgulho muito grande.
He's saying it absolutely surpassed his expectations. Wonderful to have all the children here, all the joy here, all the 43 different countries that were here. He personally would like to thank every player that took part, and very thank you to you for watching. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. Your new champions are Slovakia in the women's division, and in the mix it is, of course, Hungary. You've been watching Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5 live on Red Bull TV. From me, Layla Ali, and Neymar Jr. Goodbye.
Neymar France.